Hey, welcome to It's Factor Football. Let's take a look at my top 20 fantasy football quarterback rankings. At QB1, Josh Allen, and QB2, Lamar Jackson. I think these are the clear top two guys, and you could argue which one to take, but I'm leaning towards Josh Allen due to his ability to score double digit rushing touchdowns, and the addition of DJ Moore helps as well. Lamar Jackson is still an elite option, but he lost tight end Isaiah Likely and will have a new offensive coordinator. QB3 and QB4, Drake May and Jaden Daniels. I'd probably lean towards May in part due to recency biasy, but a better supporting cast as well. The Patriots bring in A.J. Brown and Romeo Dobbs. The Commanders have Terry McLaurin, and that's about it. QB5, I'm sticking with my guns here and going with Caleb Williams. I'm buying the breakout season in year two of Ben Johnson's offense. I expect his floor to be 4,000 passing yards, 30 passing touchdowns, 300 rushing yards, and a couple of more scores there as well. QB6, Joe Burrow. The two concerns are injuries and his limited rushing totals, but he's probably the best pocket passer in the NFL, and he can light it up. QB7, Jalen Hurts. This might seem low to some, but this feels right to me. He still has rushing upside, but we saw a downtick in production last season. If that's the new norm for Hurts, he's more of a low end QB1. QB8, Brock Purdy. Statistically, I think he's comparable to Caleb Williams. Purdy is a rock solid QB1 with somehow sneaky upside yet. I'm not sure we've seen his best football for an entire season yet. I like him. QB9, Kyler Murray. He still has very good skills and he enters a dream scenario in Minnesota alongside Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, Juwan Jennings, and Kevin O'Connell. Kyler can absolutely still run for 500 yards in a single season and with a handful of touchdowns. I'm high on Kyler this season. QB10, Trevor Lawrence. T-Law is a low-end QB1 for me. I don't expect him to repeat 9 rushing touchdowns. QB11, Justin Herbert. He has all the tools and now a new offensive coordinator in Mike McDaniel. Herbert also has plenty of weapons in Omarion Hampton, Ladd McConkey, Quinton Johnston, Oronde Gadsden, and David Njoku. And the O-line should be healthy. QB12, Jackson Dart. He makes me nervous due to his early injury history and injuries to the other star players around him in Malik Neighbors and Cam Skattebo. It's a risky pick, but I also see the upside. QB13, Dak Prescott. He has elite weapons and put up big numbers last season. He drops in these rankings because I value quarterbacks with rushing upside. QB14, Matthew Stafford. Stafford is great. He's a future Hall of Famer. He's coming off an MVP season, but there's too many concerns for me. Starting with Puka Nakua's offseason, will Devontae Adams slow down? The defense is elite, so maybe they're just going to have to run out the clock in a lot of games this year. I don't see a repeat statistical season for Stafford, and he doesn't give you any rushing points either. QB 15, Bo Nix. This one's pretty simple. If he weren't coming off a serious injury, he'd probably be ranked higher. The Broncos brought in Jalen Waddle, which rounds out their offense very nicely. I'm expecting somewhat of a downtick in his rushing statistics this season. QB 16, Baker Mayfield. This still feels low for Baker, but I have a handful of quarterbacks in this range, and he just finds himself at the bottom of the tier. I still like him, though. QB 17, Jared Goff. 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, pencil it in. If only offered more as a rusher. If you take a chance on a riskier player such as Jackson Dart as your QB1, Goff would be a perfect QB2. QB18, Jordan Love. I believe Love has the ability to lead a pass-first offense for the Packers, but that's not how they want to play. It still feels like there's another level to his game that we just haven't got to see yet. With questions surrounding Josh Jacobs, could this be the season the Packers let Love air it out? QB19, Tyler Shuck. There are a lot of things in place for Shuck to have a nice fantasy season. Offensive minded head coach, year 2 in the same system, a new first round wide receiver, a new lead running back, and most likely pass friendly game scripts. And I never thought I'd find myself debating between Malik Willis and Patrick Mahomes, but here we are. I'm going to say tied for QB 20, Malik Willis and Patrick Mahomes, starting with Malik Willis. Some people are going to think this is way too low, and maybe it is. I understand the rushing upside could be 800 yards or so. We've recently seen a comparable player in Justin Fields be a fantasy QB1. But I also see the downside. Miami's offense might be historically bad this season, and who knows how many starts Willis will actually get. And finally, also tied for 20 is quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He's a tricky one to rank right now. I'm projecting he won't make his debut until week 6 after their bye week. It's hard to believe, but Mahomes hasn't been a great fantasy quarterback option, but carries a lot of weight, mostly due to past success and Super Bowl wins. I'm not sure I expect too much in regards to fantasy once he returns from injury. Well, who's too high and who's too low? Let me know. This has been It's Factor Football. Thanks for watching.